Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and you're watching another live edition of the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, reviews, and answers that you can use like an answer to the question, is today an AMA since it's a Friday? It is not. It's the day after Christmas, and so I thought it would be nice to showcase some of the things that I received as gifts, including this emoji poo keychain. Did you know this existed? You should have. I tweeted it out when I got it. Or as our friend Adele says, it's chocolate ice cream. A dollop of chocolate ice cream emoji. Fun stuff right there. I like this kind of thing. I never would have asked for this. I probably never would have picked this up for myself. And you know what? That's the one thing that I realized, and this is something I'm going to record as the podcast separately later, because this video won't translate well as a podcast, even though, again, as a gift to everybody this week, not just the Supernomies, to everybody, we're making the TLDR broadcasts videos after they're live public for all to watch. This would make a horrible audio podcast. I'll be honest with you, because you just can't. How do you describe emoji poo keychains? I mean, really, where do you begin to describe this? This is the kind of gift that I love because I never asked for it. It's fun, and who knows? This could start an emoji poo collection because they make a lot of things with emoji poo. So, what you are about to see is my haul, my Christmas stuff haul, Christmas presents, things that I got in and around Christmas. This is, I'm very happy to say, not comprehensive. Just keep that in mind. I grabbed everything that I possibly could that hadn't necessarily been put away, eaten, or used. I'm going to begin with this. Well, I'm sorry, I already began with the poo. This is the Biker Scout with the speeder bike. This was selling for $40 throughout the year. And I saw it on sale like half off. Like it was less than $20. I tweeted out the link. Hopefully you guys saw it, and gals. In fact, I just saw Leanne Vamp and someone else that I'm not familiar with. They just created episode 1 of Star Wars Girls on her YouTube channel, which is neat. I like that. So I tweeted it out for guys and gals. Hopefully you picked up the discount. Love the 6-inch series that they're making right now. Not exactly perfect. I love the sculpts. I love the points of articulation on these figures more than anything. In terms of the quality build, it's kind of been iffy, quite honestly. I haven't found the overall playability of these 6-inch Star Wars figures to be all that great. I wish they'd up that, especially for the price. So for $20 or less, I thought it was absolutely worth it. So I converted some of my Amazon gift cards for this, and I was happy to do that. I earn plenty of gift cards thanks to go.tagjag.com/free apps and go.tagjag.com/free points. You should be using both on your iOS or Android device. This is all just going to be a mix of things that I'm going to grab. I don't think I can grab that stuff because that wasn't really a gift. It's some Lego stuff. Really, you want to see that? Okay, this was another thing that I picked up on sale. So Lego Santa Claus. They release like one of these every year. And I got this added to the cart because Lego had a bonus set that you can get. They actually had 2, and I missed the first one, which was really kind of sad. But there's only so much Lego I could have picked up this year. I'm trying to work my way through that. I really enjoy that part. I'm working my way through me, really. And I think everybody's seeing that play out as we kind of change what happens on YouTube, where things go. The vlog, you already saw some of this stuff in there when we did our 2 Christmas vlogs yesterday. So and there may be even some spoilers here too for some upcoming CPU videos that we're going to be producing for the classic YouTube channel, which up until recently was just Pirillo vlogs. So you should subscribe to all our video channels on YouTube's and stuff. This was a gift, I believe, from the Benson family, and I like this if only because it's Darth Vader. Yes, I did not know it existed. It's a chocolate Darth Vader, a hollow chocolate Darth Vader. They actually sent 2. One was broken. The other one's intact, so we're going to eat the broken chocolate Darth Vader. Love this. This is cool. I like this kind of thing. It's unique. It's fun. It's definitely me. It's Darth Vader, and so I appreciated this gift because A, I didn't ask for it, and B, I didn't, or B, it's Darth Vader. C, I didn't know it existed. D, I didn't have it yet. So all 4 things that I love about a gift. Here's something else that I didn't necessarily ask for. One of 4 Nightmare Before Christmas figurines, like little scenes from that movie, one of my favorite animated films, stop-motion animation, or just animation in general. Love the score, love the story, love the characters, love the animation. There was very little to not like about The Nightmare Before Christmas, one of my favorite of all time, movies of all time. And this is when he's walking through the door to Christmastown. The other three are downstairs right now on a Jack Skellington dedicated shelf. The details of this particular figurine or scene are pretty nice. However, I would say the overall build quality, not amazing. But as a gift, I thought this is easy A. Easy A. Something that I like, something that I collect, something that I wasn't expecting, something cool, something fun, something unique, something that plays well to me. And this was also a gift from Jasmine and Slav. So I'll be putting that one downstairs. I don't have the other three. They're currently downstairs. This was a stocking stuffer of sorts that did not make it into the stocking. I do like action figures. I did not have my doctor. This is now my doctor, David Tennant. I am sad to say that I have not seen the past few Doctor Who episodes. This current Doctor, Capaldi's not my doctor, and I keep trying, and I just Tennant's it, man. So this doctor is going to be I'd say unboxed, but it's not really a box, uncontained. And placed on a little part of my shelf that sits across from me right now. I've got Doctor Who's The My Little Pony. I've got a Lego constructed TARDIS. I've got a sonic screwdriver, and the Doctor will be going over there as well. And I think I'm going to be taking him out of the packaging because maybe I can fit the whole thing in there. I might be able to. I might have enough clearance. We'll see. So I'm very happy about this. I love a good stocking. This is something that you could put in a stocking and it would make it a good stocking if someone liked Doctor Who. So thank you, Santa Claus. You are paying attention to my likes. And back to Jasmine and Slav, they gave me the Game of Thrones. I now sit on the Iron Throne. No, it's not even. I don't think there's any iron in it. There might be. Maybe it's a. What kind of throne would you call this? The nerdy throne? No, that sounds crazy. Well, no more crazy than the Iron Throne. Anyway, this is a pop-up book for Game of Thrones. And I showcased this in the Pirillo vlog. I'll show it again. This is actually going to be a part of a dedicated CPU episode because I think it's worth sharing like that. Most of the people who might be interested in this are not going to be watching my Christmas stuff haul though, so that's why I'd be making it a separate episode. Because the only thing I've shown from this book to this point, I guess I gotta open it this way first. The only thing I've shown from this book are the individual pages, but you can actually flip. Well, there's the pull tab there, and so you can get more information about these various parts of Westeros, as well as the different houses, including my house, Targaryen. Oh, man, this happened the other day. There we go. They got stuck, basically. Neat, huh? So if you like Game of Thrones, I think the Game of Thrones pop-up book is, a compelling pickup, if only because you probably haven't played with pop-up books in ages. Just can't do this with an app anymore. So this is a fantastic. This is a great. What I think this is a great coffee table book of sorts. So they're like, what? It's a pop-up book that's Game of Thrones, and why does this keep getting stuck? This is going to annoy me. Perturbed. Chris is perturbed. He's perturbed. Okay, I'm gonna shut it. This actually all the parts of the kingdom fold out all together too. You could open the book. That's what I was doing initially. I was trying to pull this part out, and then I could flip out the whole thing and play it on it. Put it on a table. You could watch for the CPU episode to get that full view of that. Before I get too deep into everything else, I'm kind of going in order in which I see things. I've got a couple of postcards that need to go out. Well, autographed postcards are going to a couple of you. That's a bonus at one of the Supernomies levels, the patron levels. I'm not going to make this all about me, necessarily. I'm going to show you one of the gifts that I gave. So, how do I explain this? Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, and I enjoy giving as much as I do receiving. I'm not going to, say that I don't. But with Jedi having her first Christmas, she's too young. Not too young. She's getting too old now. God, every day you just see a change, and it's beautiful. She's cooing a lot more. It's amazing. It's so heartwarming. It's like the favorite part of my day, honestly. So to hear her coo and to play with her. the thing that I kept thinking about was, okay, I could get her something like a piece of clothing. She's got a lot of clothes. I could get her something that she's gonna grow out of. Is she gonna hold on to it? Is she gonna get thrown aside? I can get her a toy. I like toys, obviously. I hate being an adult. I'm gonna grow up the day before I die. That's my plan. So I kept thinking of all the things that I could get her, but that may have that she may have an emotional attachment to, but there would be something that would be gone, something that's there and gone. So, yeah, I got her a couple things that she's going to be able to use in a few years, including the Elementals action figures with really who I believe like female superheroes with a good story behind them, heroic in every sense of the word. But she won't be able to play with those until like she's 4. A couple of other things that I knew she would eventually play with. We'll be getting her toys more appropriate for her age when she's ready for that at 6 months. But the reason why I kind of set the stage there is because if I gave her any gift, and honestly, I consider what I have here the only gift I gave my daughter on her first Christmas, because I wanted her to have something that she'd be able to hold on to, that she'd be able to remember, that she'd be able to treasure, not just when she was a child, but certainly when she was an adult. And as much as I have about 14 copies of the book, the Vader's Little Princess, this book here. Right here. I've got plenty of copies. You do not need to ask if I have the copies of this. I have a copy of it. This is, I guess, a statuette or a maquette of Vader's Little Princess, and it's difficult to see Vader there and what's going on since it's a black box. I'm not going to unbox it right now, but this is Princess Leia holding on to or hugging her father's leg, her Vader's leg, and there are hearts cut out of Vader's cloak. And so it's a collectible. It's fun. It speaks to who Jedi is in my life. And so she is Vader's little princess. And so that's the gift I gave her. And I'm happy to have given this gift on her first Christmas that she'll be able to hold on to potentially forever. And hopefully it'll survive such that she can look at that. And even if she doesn't have the memories of what it was like to be there, she was there. We have the videos. But then she's got this gift that she'll always be reminded of that first Christmas and how I always viewed her as Vader's little princess. And it means a lot to me. This really meant a lot to me. To give this to her. Cool. I couldn't have thought of anything better. I couldn't have found anything better as a gift to give on my Vader little princess's first Christmas. I almost said my Vader, but I didn't. I completed it mid-breath. In my stocking, Santa gave me a foam scimitar and a shield, which, if you saw that vlog, Diana suggested this is a tool set for people who do YouTube. So I can basically, if I talk about a topic a lot, I can just, I pull out the sword and say, okay, I'm beating the topic to death again. Look at this. Everything that everyone wants to talk about again. Here I go. I'm beating the topic to death. And then with the shield, I can fight off trolls and then, stab them with the foam pointy end. So it's my YouTube kit. Wow. This is going to be a lot of fun to battle with Jedi. And hopefully no one will be injured. I'll probably be the one who gets injured. Me and any kind of physical movement, usually not a fun thing to watch or participate in if you're me. Joe Tashi gave me this. It's finally a wine glass that fits my needs. You can pour pretty much an entire bottle into this glass right here. I didn't ask for this. He says it should make, I think, what did he say? Yeah, for those all-day live streams. Right there, we taped the who sent it on the bottom there. I'll be trying this. Not likely with wine, though. Or beer. That's a lot. That's a lot to go. Let me put it this way. I could try it. I would just feel really bad about myself if I drank the whole thing in one sitting. There we go. It's the wine bottle glass. Fun. I love this kind of thing. Didn't ask for it. Fits me because I do like a good wine and a good live stream. In the stocking, Santa also brought some rescue bots with Optimus Prime, assumedly, because I like Optimus Prime. I was even thinking about getting some Optimus Prime stuff for Jedi. So this may be one of Jedi's inheritances at some point in the futures. This Optimus Prime has a buzzsaw for a hand. That's kind of neat. And then Cody Burns. I don't know what's going on there. This could be a Jedi's first boyfriend. A piece of plastic. Right there. Kind of fun. Optimus Prime stuff. I've been thinking about kicking up a collection. Haven't really talked about that at all, but Santa must have been reading my thoughts. I wasn't joking the other day when I said Santa may work for the NSA. Here we have, where's the slip? Oh, there it is. Oh, here. This is from Diana. Of all people. Diana sent this for me. This is the Harry Potter's characters of the magical world. And the reason I wanted this is not just because I really enjoy visual kinds of books. These are my kind of books. Very visual, backstories, fun, informative, expanding my knowledge. And of course, truly the only reason, this exclusive minifigure right here. Very, very nice. This is another thing that Jedi's likely going to be inheriting as a child as well. So it's a win-win-win situation for all of us. Okay, next. I have a Lego gift card. This is going to allow me to get 2 of the Guardians of the Galaxy sets that I don't have. I don't have any of them. I didn't really have any of them until I watched the movie the other day. And, I thought about this after watching, what's the name? Honest Trailers. I love that channel. And the videos they produce. Amazing stuff. But they said something that really made me think why I like Guardians of the Galaxy as much as I do. And I mentioned it in the vlog as well. Like, I really liked how it's this gang of misfits that come together for a common goal. And I think I like it because it reminds me a lot, not the story, not the characters specifically, but the camaraderie of the protagonists reminds me a lot of Star Wars and why I liked Star Wars. That was enjoyable for me. So, if anything, it helped me put a finer point on what I would be hoping for in the upcoming Star Wars films. Show me that sense of camaraderie that the protagonists have. That it's there, and it's imperfect, but it comes together and it just works, and I love that. So I think that's why I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I would say easily one of my favorite Marvel films. Certainly. And I like the other ones. I liked them. They were okay. But I really liked Guardians of the Galaxy. Really did. I really genuinely did. Misfits. Give me a movie with Misfits. I'm happy. This came from Jasmine and Slav. It is a tumbler I did not have. And you could probably put something that like whipped cream on top, or it just bubbles up. It's a Darth Vader glass with a lightsaber straw. Does not glow. Does not need to glow. Amazing item to have in my Vadery collection. Now, speaking of Vadery collection, I was also very happy to receive by way of, I believe, Joe Tashi. And Joe sent a couple of things, and I'm very grateful for that. A movie I watched last night. A movie that, had I known that this was being put out on a crowdfunding site, I would have backed it easily. I easily would have backed this. I watched this movie, and it was a good documentary, solid documentary. I support the people who made it. I think the only people who would likely be interested in this are the people like me, honestly. And if you are someone like me, then yes, you would probably want to pick up this film. Good behind the scenes stuff. Was it complete? I wouldn't give it an amazing, grade in terms of watchability or general for the general population, I guess. If you're someone who collected Star Wars toys as a kid, you should get this. I'm going to say it right there, because everything that the people in the movie were describing, what they were going through, the things that they were thinking, the things that they do, I kind of felt like, wow, I belong. And for the longest time, I've been feeling like I just don't belong anywhere. It's very, very frustrating. It really genuinely is. I'm at a point where I enjoy doing certain things, and enjoy talking about certain things, and enjoy sharing certain things, and giving my perspectives on certain things. But it's not just about one topic. I love talking about nostalgia. I love talking about sci-fi. I love, looking at, amazing scientific discoveries, learning new things, teaching new things. Technology, of course, gets, thrown into the mix. And I'm just this amalgamation of all these interest points. And now daddy is a part of that, me being a daddy, being a Vader. And it sometimes it feels like I'm the only one. And watching this movie just made me feel like I wasn't the only one anymore. or that I'm not the only one, because every one of the people in there, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's exactly how I feel. We're just at the same age. We're at the same age, and it's just amazing how everybody's story is somewhat different, but it's also the same in this movie. So thank you. I wanted this movie, got the movie. Very very appreciative of having this movie. We'll likely watch it again and again. Diana even wanted to watch it, if only so she could better understand where I was coming from. Here's a good stocking stuffer, Flarp Noise Putty. I love it. This, to me, this is a fun stocking stuffer. Like, who would be disappointed if they got this in their stocking? Who? Unless you thought, making noises was disgusting. Okay, what are you supposed to do? Do not eat. Okay. Ages 3 and up. Check. How do I flarp? Oh! That was wet and juicy. I was squeezing too hard. Ow. Oh, come on, man. Oh, give me a good one. That was not a good one. Am I flarping right? Okay, I'll stop. I have now flarped. Live on YouTube. Fun stocking stuffer. I will keep it around if I need the sound of a fart to cheer me up. I am still the guy who laughs at farts and burps. And if that wasn't obvious to you by now. Again, from Jasmine and Slav, this is a coin purse, a Darth Vader shaped coin purse. Not much in there except, I guess the carrying strap. Fun. Will likely not be used. It'll be going into my collection or onto my collection. I'll be keeping the tag as well. Look at that. Nice Vadery stuff. Everything that Jasmine and Slav gave as a gift, I didn't have. Including this Sith Starfighter Transformers crossover right here, Darth Vader. And if I did have this, I'm not aware I had it, and I certainly still don't have it in the box, including this nice little spinning disc. Don't have any of this. Fun. Till I better not put that there. I gotta be careful not to roll back on any of this stuff. Oh, because if I do, then I'm gonna be really, really sad. Okay, my parents gave me something that I've showcased in the vlog before. Haven't dived too deeply into it, maybe once or twice. There were a series of books called Value Tales that my mom picked up on eons ago when I was a kid that I read, and each one of these Value Tales talked about a real person and maybe a value that they had or they carried forward in their lives or their careers. And she stopped the subscription at a certain point, and they continued to produce maybe 6 more after she stopped the subscription. So I added, after I realized there were more out there, I added them to my Amazon wish list. And I think I'm now in need of just 4 more because Mom and Dad sent The Value of a Positive Attitude, the story of Michael Landon, right there. Illustrations I thought were decent. I liked the illustrations, never minded them. Loved these stories because, you got to learn a lot about people and kind of, experience life. It may have not been true to life, but it tells a story in a certain way. Each particular person who's a real person would tend to have like an imaginary character or a character in their life that would be like anthropomorphized. Like it would look like Michael Landon would have a horse and the horse would talk to him and Mike would say certain things. So it was written for a child that was still developing mentally to understand. I think this is the new copy, or this one's used, slightly used. This is the other one I didn't have. One of them, The Value of Imagination, the story of Jim Henson. So I'm going to be reading these as an adult. Mom and Dad gave these to me, which really aren't for me as much as they are for Jedi. And I have all the Value Tales. Hopefully they will stay in good condition. But yes, now I have 2 more. Very happy about these. If only because I'll try to get the whole collection for Jedi to read so that she doesn't have to stop. Another stocking stuffer from Santa Claus, of course. Santa stuffed my stocking. Cobra Commander. This is a new kind of Cobra Commander, though. I don't know why Cobra Commander looks that way now. This is a part of a Renegades, G.I. Joe Renegades. I still have a lot of the G.I. Joe figures I had as a kid. I collected them, but not as much as I might have collected Star Wars figures or other figurines as a kid. But I haven't had a G.I. Joe figure in quite a while. Always liked the designs and the sculpts of the G.I. Joe character universe. Next, this was a gift from Diana or Santa? Diana. It is a stormtrooper watch. So I'm going to take this apart, and it's a Lego Stormtrooper watch. Put the minifigure in the collection, and then likely pass that watch to Jedi when she's ready to start telling the time. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's analog. Well, it does come with a minifigure. Gotta like that. All right. Next, we have a gift from... Oh, man. I shouldn't have named names. This is a gift, and I don't have the tag, and I apologize. I'm very grateful for it. A Boba Fett. Lego Boba Fett. A tree ornament. And they make a new one every year. I have the Vader one. Obviously, did not have this one. This is a new one. And so this is very, very nice. A nice collectible to have. And I like Boba Fett. I do. I like the design of the Mandalorian warrior. I also have received a TIE interceptor. This was a gift that came from the community, and I mentioned in the vlog when we were unwrapping things. When I was a kid, there's a story about that you can watch in the vlog, but I'm very happy to have that, if only for the minifigure and the extra pieces. Can't go wrong. Blind bag of the Creo Transformer series. I don't have any. This is my first Creo product, and I don't know if I'd necessarily turn it into a full-blown collection. The micro changers, but what I thought about doing when I saw this from Santa in my stocking, fun thing, and maybe even doing a CPU video on blind bags, like what are they, what kind of things could you get, just some examples of 5 random blind bags. And so this would be probably, or three random blind bags, you know, and then I pull blindly out of the bag. I'm like, I'm going to be unbagging this, you know, or doing something like that. In Santa's stocking came this minifigure from Adam Toms. Thank you, did not have it. It was on my wish list. And apparently BR is short for, I think, a company name, BR. But it doesn't say on the actual packaging or bag or whatever it is. Thank you, Adam. Don't ask me how you snuck into Santa's sleigh there. What was in Jedi's stocking was this Daenerys Targaryen. What was in, or next to my stocking, was this larger Daenerys Targaryen. We are House Targaryen here. And I think she's a good role model for Jedi. Very powerful, I think, surrounded by people who genuinely support her. And I think she's got a good heart. The Mother of Dragons, I think, out of the entire character line in Game of Thrones, I think she has one of the more genuine hearts. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm a fan of her, or at least House Targaryen. I don't know where it's going. Don't spoil it for me if you read the books. But anyway, so I got a big Daenerys. And I may be removing her from the packaging. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping her in the box yet. And then maybe putting the tiny Daenerys next to her. You know, big one, tiny. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to play this yet. This is really the first female action figure I think I've had like this, at least. I didn't have any other Game of Thrones action figures, though. Okay, so let me put that there, from Joe Tachi again, I believe. This hand-painted glass Darth Vader tumbler, and it's really more like, I consider it like a chalice, like really more of a chalice or a goblet. There's Vader on that side, and then inside, if I can spin it around the right way, you should see, there, okay, I guess that was it, right there. In red lettering, it says, "You don't know the power of the dark side." There in the inside, and then Vader on the outside. Hand-painted. Very, very nice. I'll likely be not drinking out of this one, but showcasing it here in the workshop instead, because it's something that I think is absolutely showcaseable. Then we have another gift that came in. This is something that I saw and wanted, because it says, "Humbug! Merry Sithmas," with Darth Vader on the front. The perfect drinking vessel for all of your Christmas drinking needs. Just pour it into this cup and sip. That's all you gotta do. There you go. Merry Sithmas! And you know what? It kind of was. I got some Star Wars stuff. I got some action figure stuff. I got some fun stuff. This is just, it's amazingness all around. The trash pack, another one of those blind bag types of products, did not have any of these. It was in the stocking from Santa. Really, really do appreciate this as well, because I didn't have one before. Gives me a chance to try something new, as I believe I had played out in the vlog the other day. If it hasn't been published yet, I apologize. Spoiler alert, you're going to hear something. I thought about some of the best gifts I've ever received were ones that I was not expecting. And they turned into things that became interesting for me. Lego being one of them. If it weren't for Datalore, I probably wouldn't have gotten into Lego as an adult. as I was as a kid. If it weren't for somebody else, I wouldn't have gotten into collecting Darth Vader things as an adult, even though I didn't really collect Darth Vader things when I was a kid. I did Star Wars stuff in general. So, yeah, so I'm really appreciative of the things I didn't ask for and didn't know that I might like. I like that in a gift. I really do. It's less about the things that I'm expecting, more the things that I'm not expecting. Of course, I like a good Darth Vader thing. This is the 2015 calendar here for the wall. I'm not going to be removing it from its wrapper, though there is a Darth Vader on the inside. I really like the cover there, right there. Cool. This will be here somewhere in my workshop. I got to be careful about putting too many things up right now because they're going to be tearing out the ceiling here, hallway, front room, in another potentially few days. Long story, watch the vlog. The Ninjago Visual Dictionary. This came in from somebody as well. Why didn't the card stay in here? Oh, man, I apologize. I want to give credit where credit's due. I love these visual dictionaries. These are the kinds of books I loved as a kid. And I'm really hoping that, Jedi, is going to be interested in Harry Potter, Ninjago, any one of the visual dictionary kinds of experiences. Of course, I get a unique minifigure. That is the reason I wanted this. So much fun. I love these types of books. Love them, love them, love them. I mean, I'm never going to grow tired of picture books. Never. It's just never going to happen. I always loved a good picture book. From Diana, a Darth Vader wallet that you can stick money in. Or, we used Amazon gift cards. So we didn't really spend any money on gifts for each other this year, which is good. We save. It's how we save money around Christmas time. And so we exchanged gift cards, and that's how I got a Darth Vader wallet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is now my second Darth Vader wallet. I'm going to put it on the shelf. Different one. From Tommy NC 2010, not Tommy NC 17, as I slept through the vlog. I was really tired at 2 a.m. He sent a few things I'll show you here. These are 2 of those things that I'm thinking about taking out of the packaging. This is from the Power of the Force series that a lot of Star Wars collectors did not like. There's a story behind these types of action figures, or specifically Star Wars Power of the Force. This was actually a part of a reboot. For the longest time after Return of the Jedi, and this is something that I knew, and they brought up in the Plastic Galaxy movie. They basically Hasbro, I guess Kenner, brought back Star Wars, but everybody was all hunked up. Like Lando's all buff and stuff, and Han's all buff, and everyone's buff. Everyone, everyone and everything is buff except for C-3PO and R2-D2. They're not as buff. So we didn't like the sculpts as much as collectors, but as a fan, these were the first Star Wars figures that we had seen since Jedi on the shelves, and it was rather amazing. So of course, I'm very, very happy to have these because I remember seeing these in stores and just being thrilled. As a college student, I'm like, oh my god! Oh, okay. What was the year here? 1995. So I was about graduated from college when these were released, and yeah, very happy about those. So that's the story behind that. I believe. Oh, come on, where is this? Someone else sent this, and I'm grateful for it. The first time Boba Fett appeared to anybody wasn't in Empire Strikes Back. It was in the only one-run Star Wars Christmas special, which, again, I mentioned in the vlog was it was bad. The only part of the Star Wars Christmas special that was worth watching, potentially, was the cartoon. And Boba Fett appears in the cartoon. So they had released a figure that I did not have, that I wanted, Boba Fett from his animated debut in the Star Wars Christmas special cartoon. You can still watch that, but unofficially, they're never going to release it again, and I don't blame them because it was pretty horrific. It was pretty bad. It was bad. The good thing that came out of it, though, was the animated Boba Fett. So I'm very, very happy to have that. Another blind bag thing from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I collect anyway. These are dog tags. I have no idea what's inside. Yeah, what do you think about that? Like, every week, I wonder how I could... Well, see, if I pull them out, if I'm getting them, I know what I'm getting. But there's so many blind bags out there. How can I get blind bags and yet not know what blind bags I'm getting? Because I'll just, pull them out of a bag. And, this week's 3 blind bags are this. And I may not know anything about it. Maybe I pull out a My Little Pony blind bag. Oh, look at that. It's a little pony. Here you go, Jedi, in 5 years. Okay. Slinky Jr. Fun. It goes downstairs alone. Or in pairs. Great stocking stuffer. A little bit of nostalgia. I don't think I ever had a Slinky Jr. I had Slinkies, though. We also have... who is this? Oh, Diana, you pulled them out. Was this... I think this is from Tommy NC 2010 as well. The Darth Vader Hot Wheels car. Love it, of course. And one I didn't have, the Chewbacca car. I think they're doing Mattel is making a good move in going with themed Hot Wheels. I saw a few Hot Wheels from old TV shows that I used to watch. Kind of neat. I think I gave a Hot Wheels to Barnacules, or at least Xander, his son. What was? I gave him Car, the evil Kit. I thought it was kind of funny. He likes cars. He's a big car guy. I'm not so much. From Tommy NC 2010, again, The Wolf of Wall Street, dropping the F-bomb like none other. Good movie. From Tommy NC 2010, we have You Hollywood, The Mug, which I will be drinking out of. And my dad loves these travel mugs, by the way. So I'm going to drink out of it. If Dad's going to try it, and if he likes it, Tommy, if you don't mind, I know Dad loves these things. I do as well when I'm traveling because I need these every so often, but Dad's always on the go. So... I'm just saying, Tommy, you're in our life now. Thank you. It's cool. You know you've made it when you've got a mug. And that's awesome. Again, from Tommy NC 2010. This is the Purchase of the Droids, the Power of the Force set. Two of these figures were kind of based on classics, C-3PO and Luke Skywalker. I am going to be removing them from the package, but to my knowledge, Uncle Owen was not a character in the previous series of Kenner figurines. But thank you for this. You're never going to hear me say, oh, it's a Star Wars figure. Dude, it's a Star Wars figure. I love that. To go into my potential growing collection of, well, now it is. I've got two, at least, Transformer Optimus Primes. See, if you're going to do something, to me, if you're collecting something, choose something in the universe. Now, if it's Star Wars, I'm kind of, I'm all over. I'm happy with the Stormtroopers and the Boba Fetts, but mostly, primarily, Vaders. Transformer stuff, if I would key in on any particular character, it would likely be Optimus Prime. Now, riddle me this. I like Optimus Prime. He's a good guy. I always liked his design. But I like the Decepticon logo more than the Autobot logo. Just FYI. Don't know if you knew that. That is a little bit of Chris Pirillo trivia. Blind bag of X-Men dice. Kind of neat. So it's a different kind of game that you can play with these dice and or make up your own games, And then a blind bag DC superheroes. Collect them all. See, these things are perfect for people who collect things. See, I'm not a huge DC Comics fan. Never really was. Wasn't into Superman, Batman. I mean, I like them. A Green Lantern, if anything, but only because I had Green Lantern underoos. Never really got into them. But I'm very, very happy to have them in my universe. From Diana... She apparently wants me to build an ice cream machine. This is from the Lego Movie series. With a couple of minifigures that I did not have from there. The Lego Movie. 2-in-1. It converts. Look at that. Kind of neat. So I'm thinking about putting this together, if only so that Diana can see a Lego ice cream truck and be reminded that she's a part of my universe too. So that was a good gift. Because it was Lego. A chubby Darth Vader. I don't know who sent this. Someone sent this, and I can't remember who. But, this is good. Because I think it comes with candy. Yes, it comes with candy. It's a candy dispenser. Ages 3 and up. I'm good. But it doesn't say what kind of candy. Oh, dextrose. Okay. Dextrose. Wasn't he an enemy in some cartoon series? Mask? G.I. Joe. Transformers? Star Wars. No, he wasn't Star Wars. Star Trek. No, it wasn't Star Trek either. Dextrose. Dextrose. I am Dextrose. I will kill you with my streaming sugar laser beams. I shoot laser sugar directly into your mouth. You won't even feel a thing, and you die. And it tastes good when you die. You have the taste of heaven. I don't know where I'm going with this. We have a Darth Vader figure. Well, it's not really a figure. It's again, one of those collector's items that Hallmark makes every year. They made a handful of Star Wars things this year, including a Biker Scout I did not get. And I believe this Darth Vader talks as well. Yes, magic sound. Look at that, magic sound. This one, Boba Fett doesn't talk. Darth Vader does talk. Unfortunately, if he does talk, it's probably from episode 3, but I love a Darth Vader anything. Love the ornament. Thank you very, 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 very much. Kind of neat to to have in the collection. From Jasmine and Slav, this is something that I apparently had on my list, my wish list. Hey, let's see if I can get him again. Can you hear it? It's so soft. So this is a classic Kenner Darth Vader, a larger action figure / doll, and you could remove his helmet. But this guy, since the box is in such good condition, I'm not going to be removing him from the box. This was manufactured in 1998, right here, and so I'm very happy to have this collectible in my collection. From Diana, I'm going to pull the 3 minifigures that she picked up. This one from, I believe, the what would this have been from? This would have been from the Lone Ranger movie. Here, I'm going to hold it up so like that so you can see it in focus. Nice, unique, love it. Vitruvius from the Lego movie, and I did not have this version of Vitruvius. I only had the special one that came with the Lego movie disc. Very, very nice. Really like the Lego movie as well. The Craggle! And then the Scarecrow from the Batman series. Scarecrow. Very nice. 3 minifigures that I do or did not have up until yesterday, really. From Tommy NC 2010, this is a Scout Walker. I don't know what's the scale here. Well, it's miniatures, ATST, the Scout Walker. And you know what I like about this? Number 1, Star Wars. Number 2, didn't have it. Number 3, I think this is going to be going on my Ewok shelf. So Tommy, you are now a part of my Ewok shelf. Thank you very, very much. Didn't ask for it. Didn't expect it. It's something that fits me. This is the kind of gift I love. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Then we also have more Star Wars ornaments here of a different kind. That's Darth Vader, but we also have an R2-D2. So there's Chris, there's Jedi, and Diana, because she likes green. She didn't really get any Yoda things this year. I think this is about the only Yoda thing. Oh, no. She got a goblet from Joe Tashi as well, the Yoda goblet that would go with the Vader one that he has sent me. So 3 Star Wars, not action figures, but ornaments. Great, wonderful, awesomeness. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So basically, see, this is what's likely going to happen. So this one, this Vader ornament is likely going to be staying, somewhere here. But I want to keep it in the container. It's a little, it got damaged. I'll still keep it in the box. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'd keep it in the box if only because this is very delicate. And if the box is in decent condition, I'll usually keep it in the box. This will be going into Jedi's room, and this will be going into Diana's office, which she's not really in so much anymore. Even though I think she got an awesome office. And then I now have, almost done, guys. I'm almost done. Can you believe this? This is almost the entire haul. Almost. Like I said, it wasn't even comprehensive. The Mixels. This is Series 3 of the Mixels. This is something that Lego's now doing. They have 9 in each series. And you can take these parts, and you can construct what they tell you to construct, or you can mix and match. And then, so, there are 3 of each color. So here are the 3 purple bags right here. And you can combine all of them to complete one purple creature. Of course, you can mix and match rather unique parts. The thing I love about the Mixels, I think the most is, unique bricks, of course. But I love the eyeball bricks. Fun. Love them, love them, love them. This is now the complete set of the 3rd series, so I have each of the 3 series now. So thank you for that. This was on my wish list for quite a while. Right there's the greens. There's the green one. Right there, the Mixels. Fun, creative, perfect for kids of all ages, although they recommend it for ages 6+. Jedi would have to wait a few years. I don't know if she's going to be able to wait that long. I think, if we raise her right, she could start, easily at age, 1.5? That's not going to happen. I wish, it just doesn't work that way. There's that one. That one. And this one, Scorpy. Fun, creative, Lego, collectible. And then, again, from Tommy NC 2010, he sent a couple of these Starbucks gift sets of sorts, which are awesome because 2 reasons. One, we now have a couple of new mugs that I'm not going to take out because I didn't want to come out there. So we got two of these sets. This is one. Beans that I'll be able to get ground up, and I usually get them ground for a paper filter, and then I make them every morning, so I'll be drinking the coffee. And then these mugs as well, which I think Diana will like, and I'll like as well, because she likes mugs, and we can never have too many mugs, I think. And I get all sorts of mugs. I have all sorts of mugs. And I don't think it's ever going to stop. I'm always going to have a mug around me. You know, I kind of gave up on the idea of, a theme for all the mugs because it's just, they're all over the map. It's not going to happen. I think that's about it. I think that's my haul in about 50 minutes. Right there, an explanation of just about everything. Not everything exactly, but just about everything. My fingers smell like flarp. This is what I'm going to be sniffing my fingers for the rest of the day. Flarpy. So anyway, that is my Christmas haul. If I missed anything, it was unintentional. This is everything that was packed in the box and brought upstairs for me to now accommodate somewhere, somehow, and I will do just that. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being you. I did not run through the list of patrons to make sure that they get credit. I should have done that at the very beginning, I know. But this is something that I'm absolutely going to be making up for on the New Year's stream. When we do it live here in my office / workshop. We've got Liz and John coming up here and joining me. We're going to be doing a few things together, kind of talking about where we're going with LockerGnome in general. In fact, I don't know if this is going to be a TLD or a highlight since we're making the video live, but I just wanted to again, kind of recap what we're doing with various videos. We're doing CPU videos behind the scenes. The super patron or super nomies, they are super patrons, get to watch behind the scenes. Then everybody gets to watch produced CPU episode, and those are going to be going into. Sorry, Daenerys Targaryen. They're going to be going into the classic Chris Pirillo channel so that everybody can enjoy them. We did that with one video, and I think everyone was really happy with that, the Ozobot. It's going to be a mishmash of things that I find interesting. A lot of these things might even be covered in upcoming CPU episodes in depth. Then we've got TLDRs. It's happening live this way. We're, going to be working on figuring out a name for a geek YouTuber event. Now, if anything, this is I think the biggest thing in 2015 that I might do that you would pay attention to is likely that. We're going to be working on a geeky YouTuber event. So you can meet your favorite geeky YouTubers, whether it's Andre, aka Black Nerd, whether it's, and I don't know if he's going to be able to make it necessarily, but he's like the kind of person that, I'd love to have at this kind of event. I see it kind of coming together like Vlogger Fair was, with a little more cosplay, with, a lot more being able to connect with people who are doing things in social media that might have notoriety. I'd love to be able to get people like Yaya Han, or, any one of those people that, do just this amazing job at being themselves and figured out the career around them. I'll be inviting a lot of the tech YouTubers that I know of. Many of them I don't know, but I want to say, hey, I want to do this. And I think they're going to be happy with it because there's no event that really fits us as geeks. Whether we're into just this one thing or this one thing, we just have these passions that used to be kind of counterculture and are now a part of popular culture. So it's going to be cosplay, it's going to be comic-y, it's going to be geeky, techy, nerdy, Star Warsy, it's all we're going to see what happens. We're going to see who's interested in it. But certainly, getting a lot of the techies from YouTube to kind of come together for an event specifically for geeks. I just want to mash it up together just to see what happens, because there are very few people that, are just pigeonholed in this one thing. Like, for example, Basher. He's into Minecraft. He does Minecraft videos. He loves Star Wars. So, the chances, because he's going to be one of the people that I, want to bring in, not only because he's local, he and Clara, Minecrafters, coming to this kind of event. So is Minecraft tech? It's geeky, it's gaming, but is it gaming? No, but is it like Lego? Yeah, but then there's the Lego geeks, and then there's these geeks, and then there's these geeks. So it's all like just this wonderful geekiness, and there's so much crossover. But the focus, again, is the people who are doing it in social media. Whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they're using social as a platform to be themselves. in this arena of geekiness, and then we'll see how that comes together. But that's the plan. A geeky kind of logger fair is the mission for 2015. Very, very excited about that. So John and Liz are coming up here. Liz is going to be helping scout locations for it, and possibly get things spun up. So stay tuned for that. More geeky videos coming in 2015. The vlogs are continuing, of course, in their own new channel. And, we hope to better connect with all the people out there who want to support the things we're doing. I said at the very beginning, I'm in this weird position where I'm taking on new roles in my life, and I'm finding that I'm interested in exploring different things, and I'm very, very passionate about other things, and really appreciate the patience everybody has been giving. And I think part of that is really, kind of, being fascinated with these new worlds of plastic and toys and geekiness and collecting and that kind of experience. And I think it comes as a part of me. As well as talking about tech trends and punditry in general. So I'm a man of many talents. So the idea of me being here for you really only works if you're someone who listens to the things that I say, not just for just one thing, but for understanding that I've got many passions and interests, and I'm doing my best to accommodate that. For years, it was difficult to do. It would be off and on, and unfortunately, it was something that I wasn't sure I would be able to make work, and I'm working tirelessly to make me be a better me for you in a way that I can present it in such a way that you can appreciate it. Because I feel like now I'm a 40-year-old guy. I've got interests that are interesting to me, but it may not be as interesting to someone who's 13 years old, because there's a huge gap of attention, a huge gap in maturity level, a huge gap in experience, a huge gap across the board. And so it's difficult for me to do the same thing other people are doing, because I'm not other people, I'm me. So thank you for remaining fascinated with me, for supporting me and us in our endeavors. We will continue to refine, doing our best to accommodate all these industry changes that are happening around us, and doing a better job at it. And I think it's the only way I can explain it. It's not been easy. No one ever said it was going to be easy, but I'm doing my best to kind of make it work, not just for me, but for you as well. So thank you again for your support. Thank you. I appreciate it. I can't think of one thing that was missing this Christmas at all. I got everything that I wanted and more. The one thing I really wanted is to get to 1,000 true patrons. We're working on that. We'll get there eventually. I believe that it can happen. I just don't know how it's going to happen. Maybe after I'm done unbagging some of these blind bags that I don't want anymore, we'll just send them off to some random patron. Maybe that'll work. You get a blind bag from Chris. You don't know which one you're going to get if we're not going to keep it or use it or whatever. It's not a bad idea. I like the idea. Might get expensive with shipping and handling, but what are you going to do? Thanks again. So, at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices.